Hi, friends. So, I am here today to talk a little bit about opinion writing. You have been working with Mrs. Turgeon the past couple of weeks on informative writing, which is so important. And we love informative writing because we love learning about, typically, when we started in kindergarten, we pick topics, nonfiction topics that teach us real facts, and we do writing about that. But we're not talking about informative writing today. We are talking about opinion writing, and opinion writing is talking about something that you feel and explaining why you feel that way. This can often lead into persuasive writing, which is stating your opinion and trying to change someone else's. I always think of the book that we've read, I Wanna Iguana. That's a good example of persuasive writing when he's trying to convince his parents why he should get a pet. But today we're just doing opinion writing. Now, when we start an opinion, when we start in kindergarten, usually we're given a prompt, something that we have to choose between. For example, do you like cats or dogs better? And that's what I'm going to write about today. If any of you know me, you know that I love my dog Gizmo, so I need to state my opinion. And I need to make that first statement. I need to make my statement of what I'm going to write about. That's telling my writer, okay, this is going to be all about dogs. So, I am going to think about my sentence beforehand, before I start to write, but we can always edit after, which is what's so great about writing. So, I'm going to make a very simple sentence. I like dogs more than cats. So I know when I write the word I, it's always uppercase. Now I need spaces between my words. Like. Ooh, that's one of our high frequency words. I always think L-I-K-E, like. I like dogs. D. Og. Now I'm going to go back. So this is what I have so far. I like dog. That doesn't sound right, does it? I need to make it more than one. So I'm talking about the category of dogs. I like dogs. Okay, I gotta add an S. Make it plural. More. O-R. Or. O-R. Or. I like more. Or. I want more fish. So I heard that O-R hunk and chunk in there. And this is a high frequency word, so it's a see it, say it word. So we sometimes have strategies, sometimes don't, and I know there's a silent E at the end of that. I like dogs more than cats. And then I hear at, and again it's going to be plural. And just like when we walk out the door, when we go to school or anywhere, we need shoes on. And when a sentence is done, we need punctuation. Now I'm making a statement, so I'm going to choose to use a period as my punctuation, because that indicates it's a statement. If I used a question mark, it wouldn't make sense because this isn't a question. And an exclamation mark puts emphasis on my sentence. So if I were to read it, I don't want to read it, I like dogs more than cats. That doesn't make sense. It's just a statement, I like dogs more than cats. So, I have my introduction, and the more you write as you get older, your introductions will have more to them, maybe more than one sentence, but for now, we're just getting those basics. So, I'm going to give reasons. Now, your goal for when you do this after, it's so sticky in my apartment, friends, is to do 3 reasons why you like something. And you can use dogs. You could use the prompt dogs or cats. You could use, do you like ice cream or popsicles? Do you like the beach or a lake? You can do anything. Or you could just tell us why you like something in general. Why are butterflies your favorite animal? Why is green your favorite color? So I'm going to think of one reason why I like dogs. Now, if you decide to write that you like dogs, your reason might be different than mine, and that's totally okay. So I like dogs more than cats. Well, one reason I like dogs more than cats is I can take dogs for a walk. So I'm going to write my second sentence. I like dogs. Now I'm going to do that big word because I want to state my reason why. So if I just say I can take them for walks, you could do that, but I want to tell my reader, I want to reiterate what my opinion is, and reiterate means to say it again, and then I want to tell them why. So I like dogs because. Now, you might not know how to spell because, and that is totally okay. But you can use stretchy snake and chunky monkey to sound that word out. And if you get the major sounds in there, your teacher or your parent or anyone who's reading it is going to be so happy. Now, because writing, we're just trying to get our thoughts down on paper, and the more you practice writing, the more we can do all of those technical things. I think your teacher's goal for writing is making sure we have those see it, say it words spelled correctly. And again, if you don't have a resource like a word wall or anything like that, that might not be the case at home. So don't worry about it. We're just practicing. We're going to try and have some fun along the way. So I like dogs because I can walk them. So I'm going to give you an example of how I might sound this word out. I know how to spell walk, but you might not. It's a tricky word because that English language has so many weird rules. So walk, if I were to sound it out, I hear w, 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 ah, ah. So I'm going to do an O and then k, and I have two choices, a C or a K. I'm going to do a K. So far I've written, I like dogs more than cats. I like dogs because I can walk. Ooh, and I made a mistake. I didn't finish my sentence. So, thank goodness for an eraser. Erase that little period. And I'm going to add my word them. Now I hear th, th. This is a thorn and that is a thistle. T-H, T-H. Now period. Now I need another reason why I like dogs. They're super snuggly. I know whenever I get home, Gizmo is so happy to see me and he wants to get right in my lap. Dogs. And I made my D for dogs capital because I chose that for my first word. And I know when I write a sentence, that first word needs to have a capital letter. That tells my reader a new thought is coming. Dogs are so snuggly. I hear two letters there making a blend. S-N. Sn. G. Lee. Now, L-Y for some friends that were in my flex way earlier this year. Lee is one of those suffixes that tell us how or how often, and it's telling us how dogs are, and they are snuggly. Oh. So I need one more reason. So far I've said I like dogs because I can walk them. Dogs are so snuggly. And dogs are also really loyal. They are very loyal animals. They're also super smart. You can teach them tricks. And I will tell the truth that Gizmo doesn't know too many tricks. But I have seen some dogs that can do some really, really cool stuff. So I'm going to say dogs can learn cool tricks. Dogs can learn Now I've given my statement. I've said what my opinion is. I've given 3 reasons why I like dogs. And now we need to do my conclusion, wrap up what I said. So again, we're just stating our opinion. We're not persuading someone to change their mind. Like if they liked cats, you're trying to change their opinion to like dogs. That's what we're doing. We're just saying how we feel. So I need to come up with a conclusion. Sometimes to make a conclusion, I can go back and read my writing, and it's also good to go back to try and read your writing to see, does it make sense, and could someone else read it? I like dogs more than cats. I like dogs because I can walk them. Dogs are so snuggly. Dogs can learn cool tricks. I would want a dog as a pet. And now I've concluded my statement that maybe I would want that as an animal that I could have. So at home, see if you can come up with an opinion on something, whether it be a food you like or an animal you like, a color you like, an activity you do at home, and see if you can at least come up with 2 reasons why you like that. Because being able to write about it also helps us with our reading skills. Because if you remember, when we're done books, we always say, what was our favorite part and why? And a lot of times kids can have trouble with that idea of, I don't know why I liked it. So we're trying to stretch our brains to figure out those reasons. Thank you so much, friends, for listening. Send your teachers pictures of your writing. Have a super duper day.